Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Insecure Season 3, Episode 5. It's going down. I'm so happy that Lawrence made an appearance on this episode. And hopefully, we'll get to his storyline and what he's been up to and how him and Issa may find themselves back together. And I just hope that we don't get the part where Issa is debating whether she's going to choose between Nathan and Lawrence. Let's just see how that goes down. So it was nice to see him, and hopefully it'll bring the season up, because so far these episode has been really off for me. It hasn't really been that interesting, but when I watch it I think of Girlfriends, so I'm trying to hang in there. I'm trying to hold on to this. So far we have Issa. She's riding around in the Uber. She's seeing familiar faces. She's seeing Thug Baby, somebody baby, thuggish, that was in her projects when she used to live with Lawrence. She see him in the Uber. She's running around doing errands for Molly, and she's happy to do it. Molly is playing politics basically by dissing Issa, dissing her assistant, saying her assistant is not as good as Molly. Then turn around and tell the assistant that she just needs some preservation. She just needs some, she needs somebody to appreciate her. She needs a kind word. She needs a good word. And so we see that situation going. We see Molly is still having situations at her job where she's in competition with Tori and she's competing with him. And I think it's all fair for her to compete with him and try to get her name up there and show how useful she is to the firm. But she has made partner. We found out that she made partner. But Tori always is showing her up. He's very smooth and quick with it. And Molly's not liking that, and so she offers to do extra work when she was supposed to be going to Coachella, which is like, damn, come on, like, do people really do that in real life? Like, we got tickets to go to Coachella, we got we have a place to stay, we supposed to be chilling, and you gonna do some extra work because you feel inferior to Tori. And it's like, I wish that she could just fit in and be happy there. But it seems like, Molly wants to be number one. She always wants to be number one. And maybe if some of her attitude can actually rub off on Issa, Issa could do things too as well. Because it seems like Issa's always the one in the group is in Lambo. And she doesn't really know if she's coming or going. She just quit her job. She walked out and she doesn't have a plan. So right now she's driving Uber full time. The girls are not too thrilled about that. But now she's running errands for Molly. Even though she's helping on her girlfriend. That's her girl. I got your back. And that's totally understandable, but like, where is she going with, her career? Is she actually going to start her own after school program, or is she actually going to get funding? Because it seems like her friends can give her help and support, especially Molly, with knowing the law and, basically break down the LLCs and getting government funding and things like that, where she can actually start her own after school program if that's something she wants to do with music too as well. But she has to be focused and stay on it. It seems like it seems like Issa is just like she's on a Ferris wheel. She's just going round and around, and she really doesn't know where to get off yet or where to start. But she still has a property management job, and she's doing okay there. But she's just started that job, and she's about to go off on vacation, go to Coachella. So that's really not responsible too as well, because she needs that job in that apartment, because if she loses it, where is she going to go? So she has that situation going on. Then she has her neighbor what's her neighbor sitting there talking about she got bed bugs, one of the tenants, I think her name is Trina. She got Trina was talking about, I got bed bugs and things like that. And then Issa's very smart. She was like, I'm a ghost, I'm not really here. And she was like, I don't want to talk to ghosts. So I really thought that was funny how Issa manipulated that situation and got right out of it, and not taking Trina's mental illness to like taking it to the heart, or actually running upstairs and saying like she's getting away from bug, like she's gonna get rid of the bed bugs for her, or giving her some type of spray or anything. So that was cool that she did that too as well. Then at the last minute we get Molly talking about she's gonna be late, she ain't coming through, and Issa's like, what's going on? Why is Kelly and Tiffany picking me up? I just talked to Molly, me and her supposed to be getting together doing our thing, and Molly has put her career before going out. That what it seems is something that Issa should be doing. But then Issa was able to convince Molly to come, so Molly's gonna come. She's gonna work on a brief. She's gonna try to do that. So we see that. So they get to the Airbnb. They're there, and Issa's just talking about about making dollars, cents, money, something like that. And then that's when she's talking about dollars making sense, and she's like, she's saving her money and she knows what she's doing. She's saying that to Kelly. Kelly was like, you don't make sense, you don't make dollars, you don't make nothing. I was like, come on, Kelly, why you going there? She goes, you know who don't make sense, make any sense? You know who don't make any any sense or dollars? And it was like, and then you got Tiffany talking about, is that your Uber? Is Uber or Lyft your real career, your real job? And they're like, they don't know what's going on, but it doesn't seem like Issa's opening up to her friends to actually tell them what her plans are, what she decided to do, because I don't believe Issa even knows what her plans are, what she's deciding to do. But right now she feels free, she feels liberated, and hopefully it doesn't blow up in her face, and hopefully she doesn't have to go back to her old job and beg for her job back, and hopefully she keep that property management job, because who knows when she come back, hopefully she don't get, she don't lose her job. So we have that situation. So you got Tiffany's pregnant and all this woohoo, and Tiffany's going through her own situation because she still want to be cool, she still wants to have fun, she's insecure about being a new mother, she's insecure about not fitting in with the girls, she's insecure that her life is kind of like feeling like her life might be over, but she's going through all the female hormones while she's pregnant too as well, and that's why she's forcing herself to go to Coachella as pregnant as she is, which I'm like, damn, how did her husband let her go to Coachella being as pregnant as she is without any protection or security? Not security because she's not like that important, but anything can happen. She can fall, she can trip, someone can attack her, anything can happen while she's there. She's putting herself at risk, and she's putting her baby at risk, and it doesn't seem like none of her friends understand that she's putting herself at risk. And then on top of that, you got Kelly, she done already ate some edibles, she's about to pass on, get tired, people sleeping. Molly's just trying to not focusing on, not Molly, but Issa's trying to not focus on what's going on with her now, but focusing on having a good time, spending like the last hoorah with her friends. But that's not going to be enough, because she's going to be looking for another hoorah. But she's trying to keep a clear face where she's not nervous, where she's not scared and anything like that, because she has a major decision to make, what she's going to do with her life. And she doesn't want to think about that right now. She just want to see Beyonce. She got the formation down, dance down, whatever. So they chilling, they're having a good time. Then they have a toast, and then I'm like, damn, Tiffany, you drinking? And like, damn, Issa, why would you even offer a pregnant woman some rosé, some wine, regardless if your mother had wine or not? Why would you offer that to her? The wine that your mother could have been drinking was probably totally different from the wine that you're giving Tiffany. And Tiffany, why would you drink wine when you pregnant? You ain't out here, you got a baby in your belly. And so it just seems like it's a lot of unguided, misguided behavior going on, and no one is paying attention to Tiffany is pregnant, and she's trying to belong, and she's trying to do things to fit into as well. So they take the shot, then they get to Coachella, they look like they're having a good time, they're drinking, they're having a fun, they're trying to game pre for the party. Then Issa ends up bumping into Nathan's there, he's with his boys, and he got Molly. I was like, damn, I couldn't believe that they all tried Molly, except for Tiffany. Tiffany did not try Molly, but she tried edible. She ate an edible. We don't know how many ate, but she said she just ate one edible. It's like, damn, you're pregnant. Why are you eating edibles? Like, this is just like totally like, I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what's going on. Like, Tiffany, what's good? You're supposed to be the most mature one with your life together, married, career, everything, the whole nine. But you taking these steps that can hurt your baby. Do you not want your baby? Is that what it is? Or you are so selfish that you want to have fun and you want to fit in, you want to have a good time, that you don't care what effects might happen to your baby by drinking, even though it's like a shot of wine, and then taking an edible. And so we have that situation going on. Then Molly getting on Molly. I couldn't believe Molly she took some Molly when she's supposed to be working on a brief and trying to get it done later on, but she took a Molly. And then we have Kelly, she took a Molly. And then we have Issa, she took a Molly, and she's with this guy. They taking Molly from guys that don't know. They don't know what's in the Molly, what kind of Molly it is, where it came from, who it came from, and if one of them pass out, something happens, what they gonna do? Or what if one of them have allergic reaction? Or what if they just started taking their clothes off and started having sex? Then they were saying that they were raped because they was under the influence. So it's just like, it's just really irresponsible for them to do that, but then they end up paying for their of being irresponsible. So they finally get to the other side of the concert venue at Coachella. And then, not Molly, but Issa, she's thirsty. She wants something to drink. She goes with, Nathan. They get into the Ferris wheel. They get on one of the rides and they end up having sex. And it's just like, damn, Issa. Anybody could have been recording you, taking a picture of you, anything. And it's just like, was there any protection used? Because it didn't look like he pulled out a condom. It looks like she just got right on top of him. So it's sending a message that if you do Molly, sometimes you'll make bad mistakes too as well by having unprotected sex, because the rhythm, the touch, everything feels so good, everything feels okay. Your common sense goes out the window. And Issa was also feeling bad to tell Nathan that she quit her job, she left for a job or whatever. I guess she didn't want to be judged no more because she was already judged. And she ended up dropping it like it was hot and gave it to him. And, Molly, she's over there. She's with the Asian guy because the black guy was like, I'm gone. You got too many issues, And Molly, she's putting her jacket on the floor. They go for a walk. Kelly goes for a walk with the guys that came with Nathan. They come back, their spots taken, and they end up fighting with a guy with his girl. So there's a big fight. It could have really went badly wrong. It could have went dangerously wrong, especially being outnumbered, being Caucasian at a white event, and you could have been attacked. You don't know what could have happened to you. But so thank God they made it out there safe. But Kelly, she still was under the influence, and she got tased because she tried to run back in. She peed on herself. People could have took photos of that. That could have went viral. Like today, you got to just really be worried about who's watching you. So we have that situation go on. And then, Issa doesn't know that this all went down. She finds out that it's happened. She feels bad. She feels like it's all her fault because, she changed the seating plan. She changed the plans of when they're going to go see Beyonce, when they're going to go here, when they're going to go there at Coachella. She made the schedule, the itinerary. So that was an issue with that. And so she says goodbye to Nathan. Nathan looks like he's interested. Then he's not interested. Issa looks like she's interested, but she just wants something to make her feel good. So that's why she's on a feel good drug. And that's why she's feeling good too as well. And she's taking these chances with him without getting to know herself or without healing from the Daniel situation or the Lawrence situation. So she gets back to the crib. She tells Nathan deuces. Molly's over there typing like crazy. And then Issa picks up the laptop and was like, girl, I don't know what you wrote. And then you have Tiffany. She's in the closet crying because she done took an edible and she's embarrassed. You have Kelly. She has no idea what's going on. She don't know she peed on herself. She don't know what happened. She's laughing. And it's just all chaotic, and it's just funny. They all go to sleep and they wake. It was funny. Molly was trying to take out her weave and shit like that. Kelly was trying to help her, so they were still feeling intoxicated. They wake up in the morning. Issa goes to get water for Tiffany. They ride to the car. Tiffany lets her know her insecurities about, being pregnant, becoming a new mother, all the responsibilities, and feeling like she's not going to fit in with the girls, or she's not going to have really friends anymore because her life is going to completely change and everything is changing. And still feeling embarrassed about, taking a edible. She even called the husband. She let him know while she was in the closet. I thought that was hilarious. But then again, it's still all a bad message of things of not to do, and how you would think they have grown where they just won't be taking Molly in this public huge event, not knowing what could possibly happen, and not actually having protecting herself. At least, Tiffany, we can say, and Tiffany's pregnant. Somebody should have been looking out for Tiffany because she's pregnant. Anything could have happened to them when the fight went down. She was throwing water, but what if somebody didn't care that she was pregnant and hit her or something, Because we have seen these little videos on Instagram where people are attacking African-American pregnant women and trying to attack them and hurt them and come after them. So anything could have happened. It's 2018. But thankfully, nothing happened. Issa goes into the gas station, gets some water, and who does she see? She sees Lawrence, and Lawrence looks good and not pink. He looks sexy. He looked fine. I was like, woo-hoo. Hopefully, the season gonna get better. Hopefully, we gonna get some real stories going on, a real, in-depth storyline. Like, we gonna, progress the season more, where we see now like Issa's in trouble with her career and struggling with that. Is Lawrence gonna come in and try to help her out, or he's gonna be the voice of reason for her? And we're going to see Lawrence look great. He looks like everything is going well in his life, and see how his career is going. Did he move forward with the girl that was at his job from last season? How did that situation go down? So that would be nice, and that would be interesting. I just hope it just wasn't a one-time appearance from Lawrence. So we'll see what happens, but the season needs to pick up. The storylines, the writing needs to pick up. Something needs to happen, because it's really like stagnant. It's really not that interesting. It's really not like, wow, oh, this is crazy. Oh my God, Insecure is it. Let me just tweet this. Let me just talk about Insecure. It's not like that. It's something missing from Insecure. It's something missing from the story. Something missing from the acting. It's all over the place, where that's really not, we really don't have anything to really focus on. I guess we're focusing on Molly, getting a better career and changing. Maybe she'll implement her 5-year plan. Maybe not. I want to focus more on her being a property management. How is that going to go? And have Molly like lighten up at work and like kind of like get along with the team, and not act like she's always in a race with somebody, because she's already partner. She's already there. And like have her be more of like a social, more sociable at work, instead of always taking everything so negative. If somebody says something that she thinks she should have said, then, oh, it's the end of the world. Let me kiss your ass. Let me do this. Let me do that. That's just not cool. It's just it's not interesting. And we don't know what's going on with Kelly, what's going on in her life and her situation, and seeing how Tiffany is going to adjust to motherhood, and see what's going on with Lawrence, and see what happens, I guess, with Nathan. And Issa's really not that interesting, because he's just somebody she just needs at this time and point. So peace, I'm out, one love.